What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Reddit video here on the Life Stories channel. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/idontworkherelady. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Lady, students don't have to follow the student dress code. Backstory. I'm a high school senior at a magnet technical school, meaning it's filled with smart kids who don't want to try. I got a position as an intern at the school's IT department for over the summer, and for the last hour and a half of each school day, that counted as technical credits. I needed 6 of them to graduate. Gotta love work-based learning. Also, 3 years ago, almost all of our administrators got fired for embezzlement. This will be important. This happened on Thursday and I thought it would fit here. Story time. I was doing my job installing new printer cartridges in colour printers in classrooms in the 400 halls commonly known as the science hallway, and was having a chat with my chemistry teacher from last year, who happened to have a planning period and wanted to know about the events I was looking forward to in this year's Science Olympiad. My team's won county for the last 4 years running and I'm very proud. It's important to note that I'm not dressed like teachers are supposed to be. The teacher dress code meant no sweats, no tank tops, no jeans except on Fridays, basically just dress generally put together. My boss in the IT office would wear clothes and shoes that weren't open-toed. The clothes part could probably have been negotiated, love my boss. This particular Thursday I was wearing joggers and a flannel over a tank top. The only thing I had going for me in the category of looking like a teacher was my ID badge, a student ID in the school-issued plastic sleeve on a retractable lanyard, the same that are issued to teachers that I only got because the box of them lives in one of the IT desk's drawers, and he gave all 4 interns them when we started in June. And my badge, while it had an NFC to let me in and out of the school, the IT office, server rooms, etc., it's obviously different from teacher IDs, even on a glance. I also had a radio clipped onto my pants waistbands, and note the only people that have radios are admins, head departments and maintenance people, not teachers. While I was talking to my old chemistry teacher, an older looking lady walked past us. She didn't say anything at the time, but clearly was giving us the side eye. I didn't think much of it, because she was obviously a sub. My school has little over 1,000 students, so not that big, and while I don't know all the substitutes, you tend to catch on to the regulars, and she didn't say anything and she walked past. I didn't think anything of it, finished my conversation and started to head back to the office. I get a call from another intern asking me to pick up a spare monitor from one of the storage rooms, casually known as IDFC. Not my idea, because my direct boss had stabbed another monitor with a knife. Long story, we'll probably post the story to Tales from Tech Support one of these days, but I literally just made a Reddit account, but hey. The door to IDFC was clearly labelled authorised personnel only, and needed a valid keycard, not physical keys, in order to get in. My ID has clearance for this door. Regular teachers' ID cards won't let you in. I'm about to let myself in, texting the other intern to send me a picture of the stabbed monitor so I know what I need to pick up, then suddenly here comes the substitute teacher around the corner. Spotting me with my phone in one hand and my ID in the other, she comes storming over to me. From here on out, me will be me, AS will be annoying substitute, CB will be my chill boss, FA will be my favourite administrator, and IF will be my intern friend. AS, what do you think you're doing? Me, what? AS, that door clearly says teachers aren't allowed. Why would you think that you could go in on an off-limits room when you look like that? Me, visibly confused. Look, I don't know what your problem is, I'm just doing my job. Is there something I can help you with? AS, you can start by not addressing like a gang member. What sort of influence are you being to impressionable children? You should be fired. Me, I don't understand, I'm just trying to work. Nothing I'm wearing is against the dress code. I'm assuming she might have seen a slip of gasp shoulder if my flannel had slipped a little. AS, I will report you to the principal. What do you think you're doing wearing sweatpants? What kind of teacher are you? Me, finally understanding. Oh, wait, I'm not a teacher, I'm an intern. We don't have a dress code other than the school dress code. AS, don't lie to me, you're just trying to not get fired. Give me that walkie-talkie, I need to call the principal. Me, nope, I don't need this, please just let me do my job. Teachers aren't allowed to use the radio unless it's an emergency. AS, give me that. AS grabs the radio out of my hand and hits the call button. The radio is pre-tuned to channel 3, the IT channel. Admins are on the channel 11. AS screeching into my radio. I need the principal outside room 4XX, there's a teacher trying to break into a room. Over the radio, my boss responds confused. CB, what? What's going on? I manage to wrestle back the radio and call for my boss. Me, CB, can you come down to IDFC? I need a hand really soon, please. At this point, AS throws my radio halfway across the hall, and because the intern radios are always the crappiest ones available, the battery pops out, so I have no way of knowing if help is coming, and AS is still screaming in my face. Unfortunately, I'm 3 feet down from the only door that I'd be able to get into, and AS is still forcing me further away, screeching at me. It seems hopeless. Until, here comes FA turning around the corner, attracted by the yelling. A note about FA. After an embezzlement scandal last year that only led to like 2 admins still standing, a science teacher that just happened to have another degree that qualified him for the admin job. This man was a fabulous teacher, and whilst I never had him, IF did, and I knew him well by association with IF even before I got the job. Working during the summer, he was one of the admins that was there pretty consistently, and he's always been pretty friendly to me. So FA turns the corner like an avenging angel and sees me obviously trying to do my job, and this AS losing her mind in front of me. He immediately comes over and tries to see what is wrong, and because she's an actual employee, he goes to the AS first. FA, what's going on here? AS, this teacher is acting inappropriately in front of impressionable students. She's trying to break in and steal things from the off-limits room. FA, B, what are you trying to do? Me, oh thank God Mr. FA, I'm just trying to get a monitor for CB out of IDFC. FA, IDFC? Did literal highest IT level in the district who works in the same office as CB and IF and me come up with that? Never mind. AS, aren't you supposed to be in class right now? OP's just doing her job, she's an intern her, it's not like she's skipping class or anything. AS suddenly gets calm and collected and tries to explain to FA that I was a disgrace of a teacher, which I'm not, and I was a bad influence, debatable, and that I should be fired. I would like to go home all the time and was totally down for this. CB and IF only now just show round the corner into the scene, just in time to watch me get down on my hands and knees and put the radio back together, whilst IS tries to defend herself to FA. IF makes sure I'm okay, then gets the monitor to actually finish the ticket we were working on. CB helps me fix my radio and starts defending me to the AS. I was a little shaken up and don't remember that much about the following conversation, but the gist of it was AS was upset that I was exempt from the dress code rules for teachers and employees and that I had access to rooms which she didn't have. But then a security guard comes round the corner. Apparently AS had left her class of freshmen to go to the bathroom when a student had an emergency dismissal and the classroom was called. They realised she'd left the unattended students. Hella not allowed. The security guard had gone down to the classroom to investigate, found it teacherless, and had checked the security cameras. The result? AS ended up getting fired. The FA apologised to me on her behalf. My CB gave me some Jolly Ranchers and let me chill for the rest of the day at work because I was pretty shaken up, and then let me stab the broken monitor. I haven't seen that sub since, and I'm glad. God, what a story. I'm glad that they let her go. If she's that hard-headed and stupid, she really shouldn't be teaching our impressionable young minds. I would love to hear the story about the stab monitor as well. I'm going to keep an eye out on that. You're not allowed to use this elevator. I work in an IT firm and we have an office in a penthouse of a 30-floor building. Usually we just use the express elevator 20 to 30 to skip a load of the lower floors. But one day the building decided to put an elevator attendant in and I had a weird encounter. You're not allowed to use this elevator, the attendant said with a soft yet stern voice. Sorry, I responded. I'm quite confused. All employees must use the service elevator, she explained. By the way, the service elevators are behind the building. I had to go out again and enter from the rear entrance. I had never used it before, but I heard it's supposed to stop every floor for the whole 30 floors. But this is a commercial building. Everyone going up these elevators are employees, unless maybe I'm the owner, but then I would use the VIP elevators instead. I chuckled a bit. But I think I managed to hit a nerve because she raised her voice in response. "Don't be such a smartass. Move along or I'll report you to your station." She took a walkie-talkie and threatened to phone me in. Okay. I didn't want to have any confrontation early in the morning, so I just stepped back. I'm a little early today, so I went to the lobby and asked a member of staff from the front desk if they changed some rules regarding the elevators, and I told her my story. "We got strict new rules implemented regarding our elevator policy. May I see your ID, and I will call your station manager to verify if your department received the memo," she politely responded. So I gave her my ID. "Oh, I'm sorry sir, it's just a big misunderstanding, I'm sorry." She immediately asked some of the staff roaming around to accompany me back to the elevator to see that I was allowed to get in. "This way sir," the staff said. He then proceeded to treat me as if I'm new to the building and did not know the way, guiding me on every turn. I'm quite offended they didn't even give me any explanation, but I just let it go. I used a different elevator and this other attendant tried to stop me again from entering, but the staff member stopped her and he whispered something to her. She immediately greeted me with pleasure and apologised for the delay and pressed the floor I was supposed to go to without asking me where. The curiosity is killing me. I must know what really happened, and I think they should at least give me some form of explanation. Gladly I was the only passenger, so I asked the attendant. "What really happened there? Care to explain?" I asked. "I'm sorry sir, it's just a misunderstanding. You see, we're quite new and we were not instructed to always check for IDs first," she replied with a quiver on her voice. And I'm still confused. "It's just that we're told that the building employees are no longer allowed to use the express elevator. The other attendants may have mistaken you for one," she hastily explained. Ding! The elevator stopped without me understanding it yet, so I just left and went on. A janitor mopping the floor greeted me as I walked by. I greeted him back. "Nice shirt," I said. "New uniform," he replied. Finally connected the dots. I didn't think about it at all immediately, probably because I hadn't had my morning coffee yet. We don't have a strict dress code and I don't wear business clothing. I'm currently wearing a shirt that looked exactly like their new grey uniform. "I see," I chuckled. Note to self, never use this shirt again for work. I think it's ridiculous that the maintenance staff can't use the nice fast elevators. They work harder than most other people. And also, if you needed maintenance to come to your workspace, you'd probably want them to be as quick as possible. "If you don't get your manager, I will clap him, clap myself, you moron." This is the most stressful Karen I've ever had to face. No offense to the robot Karen in SpongeBob. Remember her. Okay, let me dial it back a bit. I went to IKEA just to buy some furniture and shelves for my room. My local IKEA wears blue polo shirts, beige/khaki pants, sneakers/leather shoes, and wears a name tag with the IKEA logo. I, however, was wearing a maroon shirt with a jacket wrapped around my waist, black jeans and tennis shoes. As I was checking for furniture, my mum wanted to find something else in the other aisles, leaving me to find my perfect furniture. Then I felt the nails of a tiger burrow into my skin and I turned around to see a woman in her late 50s with way too much makeup, wearing big sunglasses indoors, blondes with cheap jewellery and high heels. Karen. Finally, a staff member. I'm trying to get someone to help me. Me. Ma'am, I'm not a staff. Karen. Of course you're staff. You're even dressed like them. You're just too lazy to do your job. Me. Mum, Karen, I'm looking for this, a Dutch word that she can't read or say properly. Can you help me look for it? Me. Look miss, I don't work here. I'm not even dressed like the employees. Employees wear the blue polo shirt with a name tag and an IKEA logo. Karen wanted to say something else, but she looked me up and down. Karen. Get me your manager. Me. Mum, are you okay? Karen. If you don't get your manager, I will clap him, clap myself, you moron. Me, thinking. Well, no more Mr. Nice Guy, shouting. Listen, lady, I know you don't like to lose, but you're making my blood boil. How do you think I'm a staff member now? Look what happened, everyone's watching. Karen got very red in the face from people watching something stupid happen. Karen, look everyone, this employee won't help me, then he assaulted me and calling me a moron. Everyone just gave her the side eye, whispering about her loudly. She knows she lost, so she just speed walked away. I then went back to my mum, got my furniture, and had a good story. I don't know, maybe the next aisle? So I work at a store that at the time wore khakis and a blue polo. Went to the store after work to buy some groceries, and their uniform was a blue vest over regular clothes and jeans. I get the confusion, it happens a lot to me. I was shopping and had a cart, list and a giant smoothie in my hand and a jean jacket on. My cart was loaded with items that I was comparing 2 brands of mascara on my phone while sipping my smoothie. I feel someone slip uncomfortably close to me. I look up and it's this older guy who clearly doesn't know of personal bubbles. He's leaning against my cart and says, "Having fun?" Yep. He furrowed his bushy eyebrows a bit and continues, "Working hard, huh?" Mm-hmm. He frowns but continues, "So can I ask you a question?" "Depends on what it is." "What do you mean but okay, can you tell me where the diaper wipes are?" I kinda gestured to the logo of where I worked on my shirt and said, "I don't know, maybe the next aisle." "Oh, you don't work here? Maybe you should take that shirt off before coming in this store." And he wandered off. Wild. Well, all I can say is I want to thank OP for spelling aisle correctly. I think it might be the first time I've seen it spelt right in this sub. Well guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, leave a like rating down below and pinch punch first of the month, no returns. Goodbye.